Hey guys, I hope you're all well. Right, as you've seen from the last video, I cut it sort of abruptly short. Well, not short, it was still 20 odd minutes long, but yeah, I abruptly cut it off. What I recorded for that video, I just didn't realise how much I'd recorded basically, and it was way too much for one video, to be honest with you. So I've sort of broke that first bit up into two halves, which you will watch after this. Obviously the weekend at the moment, and I have been busy doing work on the shed, which has been desperate for a long time. I've been insulating, and we are in a complete and utter mess, so it's going to be a very busy Sunday, putting it all right and finishing the jobs off so I can get on with proper work on Monday, tomorrow. But yeah, we are in a bit of a mess. Let's have a look. Look at that. We're like the inside of a spaceship now. Sci-fi shed. So yeah, I've just got this, where is it? There's one more roll. I've bought a couple of rolls to see how far that goes first. Yeah, so I'm trying to make it a little bit better for winter because it gets proper cold in here. And that diesel heater has been struggling because this shed has got, yeah, nothing. And the actual planks, the tongue and groove planks on the shed are only 13mm thick. So yeah, no insulation whatsoever. So the heat basically just disappears out of here. So I'm hoping this will give it a bit of a chance. It's only cheap and cheerful stuff. Yeah, I know there's loads of insulation out there. I could have used them thick like Celotex boards, but as you're probably aware, building materials now are crazy money, and I just couldn't do it. So I'm hoping this way will improve it slightly. And even if it's builds up a few more degrees, it'll be better, and the heat stays in here a bit more. So I'm going to continue today putting this stuff up, see how far my other roll goes. I'm going to be on the roof now. Look, I've started over here, and I've got to basically continue all the way up. As you can see, we are completely upside down. No room for working at the moment, but I'm hoping a good busy day is going to put all this right. Still looking for a freebie shed on the old marketplace, which I said before previously, I've seen loads of them pop up, and now I can't find one. There's just nothing. It's typical, isn't it? This camera keeps going dark, doesn't it? What's going on? That's better. I don't know why it's doing that. I hope this stuff ain't going to start playing havoc on the lighting in here. Ooh. Is that all right? Oh, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of this roll done today, see how far it goes. I'm going to use the rest of it on the roof because obviously that's the first place the heat goes out. And then I'll fire the diesel heater up. Does this keep going dark? I'll fire the diesel heater up and see if it's an improvement. But when I do find a shed, I will be going that way with it. So there's a little retaining wall out there, which I think from this wall of the shed to the little low brick wall, I've got 6'8", and obviously we've got 12 foot across that way. So I'm looking for sort of a big enough shed to get the materials out of it to do that, and it's got to be like the tongue and groove like this shed is, so it all matches and sort of looks okay from the outside. I don't want it looking a mess. And then eventually them two panels there I will turn into a door, so the bikes can come straight through that door into there, and then they've got somewhere nice, safe, dry and warm for the winter. As I said before, it absolutely grieves me leaving them bikes outside. Not so much the dirt bikes, but the other one. Even with a cover over it with the wind, it blows it around, ends up scratching it and everything. So I am looking every single day for sort of a 12 foot by whatever shed that I can get the materials out of and build that extension. That sounding tight, I am waiting for a freebie. like I said previously, I see loads come up saying if you come and dismantle it, you can have it. But now I want one that don't exist. One will come up eventually. I'll keep looking every day. I'll say it's got to have enough materials in it to do 12 foot by 6'8", I think it is, and a little flat, well, not flat, I shall slope it off slightly, just a little flat roof. So the roof on the outside will come up to these points here and go across on the outside and just slope off slightly, and it's enough just to duck down and scoot some bikes in and put a couple of toolboxes in there out the way, put the anvil in there out the way. I've got to clean that up again, and yeah, it'd be very, very handy to free up a lot of space in here. Like I say, save me pushing bikes in and out every day. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this. I'll let you watch the video I recorded the other day, and yeah, we're just going to continue with the engine now till it's all nice and bright and hopefully completely stripped out and powder coated, like all the parts on it, and I'm going to get a wrinkle finish done on it and stuff like that, so it'll be all nice, all brand new nuts and bolts. You'll probably see it needs a brand new piston and rings. That's done, although the bore is absolutely spot on. That's clean and smooth as a whistle, that is. It's brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to shut up, on with the next video, and like I say, we'll be continuing with engine from now on for the next few videos. See you in a bit. There's one. There we go. Right, rockers off. Obviously we'll be checking everything, see if we've got any of this sort of thing that needs replacing. Take a closer look at them in a minute. Right, just a quick look. Can't really see any wear in them. I've seen these where the steps in them have worn that much. For an Enfield, these are looking actually all right. But I've got a new one of these somewhere. I'm going to sort of check it against that as well. But for now, we'll pop these together and cable tie them up. Yeah, I've had these in the past where if they've actually, should we call it too good, the tolerance is too tight, these things lock up when the bike gets warm. If they haven't got a little bit of play there. I'll say we'll check it against the new one I've got knocking about somewhere. But for now, we'll zip these together. Everything that I'll take off, I'm going to start boxing up to keep it clean. Pop these little valve caps off. These will definitely need replacing. Yeah, you can see that. Got a bit of wear in them, so we'll definitely replace them. ain't as bad, but yeah, they're done. Need new ones of them for sure. Rods out. These are normally okay. Also, we'll go through everything properly. We're just concentrating on getting it apart. Right, let's knock its head off. There we go, like a loose tooth. Right, let's take a bit of a look then, see what we're up against. Typical Enfield. All looks normal for an Enfield. So yeah, look at these surfaces. Terribly machined, as normal. Yeah, all these marks, all the usual stuff you see when you start stripping one of these engines down. But obviously we're going to take the valves out and see where all that is, replace if need be, clean what we can clean. All that's looking normal. Again, we'll pull the barrel off and see what everything's like, but I'll probably replace the piston, the rings and everything, to be honest. The valves, regrind them, you know, just try and make it as new as possible. So next we'll pull the barrel off and then we'll pop the valves out, and I think that's all we'll take off the engine at the moment, because we'll start getting them two pieces clean, cover the engine up and start working on them. Probably take kickstart off and the neutral finder and that, because they'll all get replaced for new. And yeah, it's a start. We'll get that off and start our clean up. There we go. Yeah, may as well get nice new shiny ones, although to be honest they ain't that bad. We'll see, we'll see. Right, definitely that one's had it. It's moving. There we go. That's not looking very healthy, is it? Yeah, it's quite a lot of scraping going on there. Surprisingly, just at a quick glance, the bore looks alright. There's no scoring in there. Yeah, there's sort of, you can see discoloration, but I can't feel no scoring. Anyway, I'll look at all that properly. The piston's done. We're going to replace that and the rings, obviously. It don't look very good. We'll properly inspect the bore at a quick glance. Like I say, I can't feel no scoring in there or nothing. We'll see how that goes. So what we'll do is get this cleaned up. We'll get that cleaned up, all the outside of it, get all these fins a little bit neater, especially on this. Just carefully pull that down. Yeah, we'll pop the valves out, but what I'm seeing here is just typical of these things. It's the engineering in these things has never been the best, and yeah, nothing too untoward. I know it probably looks absolutely horrific, but we'll get everything tidied up that we can and replace pretty much everything as well. We'll just do that and we know it's right then. Anyway, I'm going to clear the table, get some of the parts that we took off in boxes, get that covered up, and start attacking these two items. Can we get at them? I think we can. One. Two. Right, that's ready to go. Okay, that's a bit better. I've actually had this out in the yard and give it a bit of a jet wash. It's got the thick off anyway. Ready for us to start attacking them terrible castings. Let's try and have a closer look with the terrible GoPro zoom. As you can see, it's not brilliant. It's all higgledy-piggledy. It's not the worst one I've seen, but we definitely need to dress some areas up on there. Like all this. Just make it a little bit better. Right, we may as well start chipping away at this. Do the basics first. I don't know if you can see that, how all the webbing on the end of here has been left and not ever dressed back. So we're going to start with all that first because it's quite rough, and slowly get these edges nice. With the old faithful sander. slowly getting there. Like I say, it's still going to look a bit rough at the minute. I'm just like getting the shapes back there, which have obviously never been there. So we're just getting them all sorted, and it should start looking a lot better. I'll say we've got that curve back in there now. So what I'm going to do is call it a video on this one, because there literally is hours and hours and hours and hours of work left on that. But what I'm going to continue doing is just roughing it out, getting the shape right, and then in the next video we'll just do like the fine details on that just to finish it off, and then that can go out of the way and we'll be on the next bit. So that'll do. Yeah, thanks again everybody for all the special sticker purchases, much appreciated. Yeah, obviously we need new piston and rings on this engine, and I'd just like to replace everything on it so it's spot on. Anyway, I'll do. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.